Let's get down to business.
Order guide you. There's more!
Finally,
Incoming.
We don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Wait! We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of...
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Well, that sounds... Well, now that we're here, where's the... Paimon doesn't see him anywhere.
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What?
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form? Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
All right. I've had my fun.
Hey! You're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister!
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier. Though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato. And what...
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck... so you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you...
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it. visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into this statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree. Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts. As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs, and the Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbance.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryo Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, oh, I don't know, selfish?
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply shouldn't...
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
Aspirations? Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you've just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Finally!
Echoing thunder! Take this!
Speed of light.
Lightning flash!
Nowhere to hide. In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Solidify! I will have order. Here!
show begins. Speed of light. Don't blink. So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guest. This
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, oh,
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if
makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of at present in Inazuma. In the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, a commission's power rise. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh,
see, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
no, please, wait! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must
What are your wishes?
They pertain to three whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps...
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree.
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it. Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
There are still documents that need to be seen by the Commission.
See, where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much the children not.
That must be the guy Ayaka...
If you want, it's clear. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing.
Seems like he...
must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay. Tejima has keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any mob, but now we will.
You must be Tejima.
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave. True. And what made me want to come here 30 years? I don't have answers to those questions, because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's... In the past, I knew...
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason... But if you can't remember... Oh!
Oh, that reminds me.
I keep a diary?
Oh, yes, yes, you do. And what's more,
Perfect! So...
if you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's...
This looks like Tejima... Let's see what we... Today, the villagers and I got together to... Today, I helped rescue a kid. I went kite flying today. Seems like you're... Huh? I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still much... Now that's the kind of info we're looking... So this is... interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy... Here we are! This seems to be somewhere that the soil looks... Must be something... It looks like... Honda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? Huh. But he's been here for 30 years! Well, let's go get Tejima...
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there. I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Well, I'll be... Still, over the years, how could I have... Love? Regret? No. After all, it's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream. Although, when I think about it like that, how I shall
Tejima seems to be dealing... Okay, seems it's just like That's certainly... At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find the next person. According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission. They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma, the ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they... Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation. How many times do I have to say it? I don't know.
You dared?
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kuro's...
What? We heard the commotion and came to see what the...
I see. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man. But it's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But maybe we should talk to Curse.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, my own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I will perform certain things every month. And it's not just...
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such... To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders. Which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself.
He seems to be telling the truth, but we better confirm. Let's go we should be able to follow their track.
I never thought that one day I'd be relying on treasure hoarders to prove my innocence. We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this... Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey.
You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after.
Incoming!
You're open!
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink! Incoming!
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh?
So what did you see inside? Was it...
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got... But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom.
You've got a deal. Now show us...
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here, but I owe...
Yeah, a lot of them too. and they all seem to be made out to the owner of a We better talk to this miss. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes. So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there. Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go. Welcome to Tsukum, or perhaps... Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take...
Whoa, whoa! How did Kurosawa end up owing...
Let me think. Kurosawa would come... However...
So that... But why did he...
Well, if you... Kurosawa... So he deemed...
Wow. And no one ever appreciates...
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest.
What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to... In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll... Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle...
But we didn't buy anything!
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you? Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway.
At least we now know where the emergency... Let's go talk to Kurosawa. What are you...
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really...
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. And this sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, with this...
Hey! If you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hill. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue, and somehow those two words seem to explain taking on seemingly endless debts. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased... The Tenryo Commission seized my vision, and the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad.
Yet another trouble. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is fortunately for us. Let's go find the next... vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master. This is his dojo. Luckily, they're...
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but...
Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous before.
It's just because he's been...
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui, but then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something.
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He says the strangest things over and over. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's being possessed by an evil spirit. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head... Not that we did. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going... The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more...
So, losing your vision can cause
Just now, when she asked him who, it looked like he was in. All the while he kept. One of them was up. Sensei witnessed the ritual has now. Please, excuse.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get... Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted!
How... Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's...
Excuse me? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts?
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day. Long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
His senior? Wait.
Anzai, Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable old practitioners of Make Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve still. But Domon Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind. And that I thought so too at the time. But Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make Yoshi Sui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy. After that I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, so I decided to quit. So you see. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get...
Seems like we got it wrong. Still...
Does that mean he's...
Nanako.
I am sorry, but spirit and all is...
Lady...
The head shrine correct. I am unable to...
Excuse me.
That won't be necessary. I must leave now.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken note?
Do you mean to...
No. That's not what I meant at all. I just mean... Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way just...
Sure! After all, who knows? Maybe...
I shall protect the Lady of the Clan.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
I shall protect the Lady of the Clan.
enough procrastinating. Let's go.
I shall protect the lady of the clan. I shall protect the lady of the clan.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Stabilize!
Speed of light.
Incoming. Let's dance.
Don't blink.
Gather! Stabilize!
Incoming.
Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing.
Keep away. I gave up the art of the sword. Please.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now.
Lady Yai, it must... This is nothing...
I'm sorry, but... yes. Unable to cope as one who is... As for what has...
Stripped of his...
Your school... Stillness of mind, freedom from all... There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward. Then,
What of the one who crossed Lady I'm not sure I understand.
the path of the sword master is filled with twists and turns. It requires one to take only a deep commitment when that ambition
Poor Sensei.
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ans? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you? You're here for revenge, aren't you?
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. It's been so... I don't think Now I know, but that is no reason to strip them of theirs.
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if there's a chance they'll end up...
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meiki.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that...
Goodness.
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hand. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's so, just as I once placed my you are not in the same position that I was. When
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. But as your sensei, I shall commit to This is my promise.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf.
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to the... For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real... She seems super mysterious. We can come back to...
fascinating. Let's go.
I shall protect the lady of the clan. I shall protect the lady of the clan.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their... Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in...
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. Perhaps in the thunder's roar, lightning's flash, the wind's assault, and the rain's but I believe that surely you understand. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori tea house?
Well, here we are again.
please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs.
Oh, Paimon gets it!
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline.
Makes sense. Perfect place.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me? The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about it. Was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single... The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the vision... After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon...
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island, due to their different beliefs, but I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement. Of course! We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree, they invariably adopt a stance of unconditional... It almost makes one wonder whether...
Ooh! Paimon has a question!
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult...
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by... For example, by providing vision bearers with safe ref...
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake vision?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with...
Darn! So they found...
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term... Exactly. I feel the same way. By no means do we intend to play... When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Naganohara family. There, you will find someone who can help you.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the vision hunt, believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the—
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the vision hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch— Psst! Hey, wait! Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention.
Come on, this way.
What's going on?
Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble. Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision!
Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right.
Wise choice.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know? This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from interfering.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think...
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet—
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say! Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him, but if I just march straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a—
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've—
Not bad, huh?
Time to bring—
Well, this is karma.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Need my help as usual? Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
Come on, this way. As I certainly wouldn't want. We should split.
Yes. Talk about a big door! Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Huh! Show me what you've got! Ha! Here! I dare you! Burn! I must withdraw.
Shaken and stirred! Look at you, loser!
Don't hold back! Ha! Ha! Verdict is... solidify! Ha! 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 I need to train harder.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time. Guess we can rest a bit. You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time. I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back? Guess we can rest a bit. You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time. I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back? Guess we can rest a bit. I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back? You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time. I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
Battle formation!
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Brace yourself.
Get them!
Teach me.
Stabilize! Order guide you!
Show me what you've got.
Ha! Ha!
Watch your step.
Allow me.
Just like this.
Soldiers, quick!
Sayonara special!
Retribution!
Watch your step. I need to train harder.
Take this!
Allow me to strike first.
Stabilize!
Don't hold back.
Clear cut!
Slash!
Chicken and stirred!
Bested.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Quake!
crumble! Teach me a lesson. Got it! Show me what you've got! Burn! Flash! Ha! 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 Show me what you've got! Ha! I will have order.
Think you can bully me?
I dare! Show me what you've got! Verdict is... Show me what you've got! Ha! Don't hold back! Ha! Ha! Clear cut! Ha! What just I need to...
Shake it and
train
stir
Allow me to strike first! I've been tested.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Look over there. That must be
Did you really think that little trick of yours could...
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him!
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
Hey, you...
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's...
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is...
Yes, ma'am.
If you are honest...
Yes.
Oh,
hey, this is our chance. Let...
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the...
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to... Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my little present.
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to distract...
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of this batch.
Yoimiya, this is turning into a bit of a...
Well, fireworks are my craft after all.
Look, the coast is clear. Nope.
Master Masakatsu!
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They could be back any minute! Oh.
Yes. Leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in serious condition, but remember, once he's recovered...
Well...
Leave this place.
We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally,
Master Masakatsu,
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the...
thank you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujo's... It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. How about we go...
I see. So Kujo Sara stayed her hand. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is if our true motives were ever divulged.
True. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the travel. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Don't!
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently, but if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision, it is time we make—
There's no need to rush. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Yes. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning.
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know, but I'm sure—
Being in a Toma.
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I funny enough, I learned a new hot pot—
A hot pot game? What's that?
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add, then we take it in turns to anyone who guesses correctly. Don't you think it sounds like fun?
You really do wanna— Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some Ooh! Paimon proposes we gather raging demon-level Joyun chilies! Super salty hit! This is already shaping—
Oh, my stomach! It feels like Yoimiya's fireworks are going off inside.
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate practically all those weird ingredients without a second thought. Toma?
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flash-boiled dango. Hold up, my life is starting to flash before my eyes. Time I call it a night, everyone.
You've only got yourself to blame, Toma. All those strange things you ate were ingredients you added yourself.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh. Think of the texture.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I feel like a new man.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the God of Hot Pot's blessing. Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I think my luck is— So without further ado,
Oh, brother.
good F—
Yes, and with the extra time—
Let's all take— Downtime is— I'll tidy things up.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not?
Bye, Toma. Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori tea house for a while. Why don't we go explore some other places?
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, and I would like to request your assistance. But you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the Kamisato clan.
Individual request? You mean
Correct. It concerns my mother. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, a few days ago, I was She wrote about all-
Probably your mom's best-
Never. So, according to the-
Paimon thinks it sounds like-
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us to do? Do you need us to find-
No. Please keep everything I have told you in strict confidence. The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together. But he is terribly busy at present, and... Exactly.
You can count on us!
Wonderful!
Oh, we don't mind! We don't-
Thank you kindly.
Alright, sounds great!
Please don't enter without permission. Only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
It's a festival promotion! Hey, speaking of...
No! What made you think that? Festival each season brings its... So... Oh, my apologies. I should...
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion?
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato with guests from overseas. Welcome.
Oh, greetings to you too. I have a design here for a garment. Would you be so kind as to take a look?
Oh, Ayaka came prepared.
Let me see.
Could...
Oh, it's a very fun... Miss Kamisato, you'd like us to make a kimono following this design.
Please, if you could.
I'm honored that you'd choose Olgra textiles and kimonos based on the design. As you well know, Inazuma is, in all honesty, but of course...
So you're saying we need to go and buy some silk first?
If even Ogura textiles and kimonos can't get a hold of high-grade
You could try the only thing...
Huh. So even just... Wait! The International Trade Association?
It looks like... Thank you ever so much. We will be back once we've acquired the fabric. Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very
Why is she being so secretive all...
Absolutely.
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited.
Traveler Paimon, let's try our luck at the International Trade Association. This is it. The International Trade Association.
Okay then, we need to talk to Kurisu, right? Huh, doesn't look like he's here. Let's look around.
It's not like I'll get any customers. Love or freedom? Which one should I choose?
Look, look, there he is.
Ah, looks like we found him. Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Oh, you're Miss Sayaka from the Kamisato clan. How do you do?
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the Traveler, I haven't seen you in a while. I take it you've been out of Rito? Thanks again for your help last time. The association is back in business, and it's all thanks to you.
That's great, but, why were you staring into space just now?
Well, yes, it's embarrassing to admit, but some of the association's goods have been stolen by
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of high-grade silk.
Aww.
We imported a big batch of silk from Liyue several years ago. It's been sitting in storage ever since. Recently, we heard that the vagrants swiped the whole batch, then Well, as you know, they don't think much of foreign merchants like us. The Kanjo Commission don't want to give us the time of day. Honestly, you can just tell that our suffering amuses them.
Well, I also take issue with aspects of the Kanjo Commission's operational methods. Please remember, Mr. Kurisu, that while you are here in Inazuma, you should be careful with your words.
My apologies. I had to let off some steam. Anyway, there doesn't seem to be much we can do ourselves to get our goods back. Perhaps
I am afraid I can't intervene in an official capacity, but I can still help you get your lost goods back.
Of course, I would never. Wait, what?
Huh?
Yes, acting in my own capacity, mind you. Even then, there is no escaping the fact that my every action and word will be seen to reflect on the Yashiro Commission. I do so not with that aside. Given your position in
We will. But, what if someone...
Very humorous. Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan. I would be very...
Whoa, that's
Mr. Kurisu.
Thank you so much.
Everyone, please follow me to the scene of the crime. The
All right, off we go!
Why in the world can't I use my...
Here we are. This is where we were robbed.
Hey, look on the ground! What are those?
Huh? Footprints. very deep ones at that, leading towards the forest.
Presumably the depth suggests that they were carrying something heavy.
Let's see where they lead.
Take this! Time for retribution!
Work time! Put your back into it! Let's end this quickly! It isn't time for
Shaken and stirred!
Lightning flash! Thunderclap!
You can't run!
Solidify! This is order!
Verdict is...
This should be fun!
Don't be a killjoy! Quickly! You will pay for that!
It isn't time for greatness!
I see through you!
Look at you, Boo Down! Think you can bully me?
This is bad. This isn't over.
You can't run! Well...
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun.